Hey everyone, Janice Whiting here. I am a Fun Stampers Journey Coach, and I am here to give a quick tutorial and a review on our latest and greatest machine, our Journey Platinum. Now of course this is the manual and I will show you the machine in a minute, so let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we go. Now I've already taken this out of the box, so you know when you get your box it'll be all obviously nice and wrapped in plastic and whatnot, but these are the first few pieces that you'll have. You also have your plates, and I'll go through that in a minute, but for what you need right now to set up is the little handle and then these little pieces that come with the machine in order for you to get your handle put on. And then of course you have the manual that comes, and I actually was really impressed with our manual. You know, it's not like one of those itty bitty white and black print, you know, pieces of paper that are hard to read and confusing. We actually have this really nice manual. It was really impressive. So when you get your manual, definitely read through it. It's not a whole bunch. It's very user-friendly and really easy to set up. And I just wanted to point out real quick that a couple pages into it, it takes you through how to attach your handle, and it has two little pictures and really easy instructions. I'll go ahead and do that because I haven't done that with mine, and I'll walk you through it and then we'll go through the rest. Okay, here we are ready to attach the handle. So here it is. Now you'll notice that here on one end of the handle, it's got a little groove that is the same exact shape as this little metal piece that is sticking out of our machine on the right hand side. So we're going to go ahead and, following our instructions in the manual, we're going to go ahead and position this right inside this little piece. So here we go. We're just going to stick it in. Okay, it should slide right in just like that. The next thing that the manual asks us to do is to take the little screw and the washer piece and to put those together. So we're going to go ahead and grab that. So we've got a little screw and we've got this little metal disc that is called a washer. You're going to put the washer through the screw, and you're going to go ahead and stick the screw inside the section here that's got the opening there. So we're going to stick that in there. I'm going to try to hand turn it just a couple times to kind of get it in there. And then you're going to take this little tool called the Allen wrench, and I think it's called an Allen wrench, and we're going to use this to turn it and get it stuck in there. So here we go. We'll grab it there for stability, and then I'm just going to keep on turning this until it tightens. Now, something you might be wondering is, well, what if I want to travel with it and I want to take it out, you know, because the handle kind of gets in the way when we're putting it in a bag or whatever. So you can always unscrew the screw, take the washer out, and remove the handle. Obviously, you don't lose all the pieces, and then place it back in whenever you want to use it. Now, the last part to this is the little cap. So we're going to take the cap and we're going to place it right over that opening, and voila, we have a machine that is ready to go. All right, so now we have our machine with the handle attached, and I wanted to tell you, or to show you, about the different plates that come with it. Okay, so the first part is probably the coolest part that I want to talk to you about or show you, is the magnetic platform. Okay, so it is pretty awesome. It is quite bulky, I should say, and pretty heavy, pretty sturdy. And now you'll notice here on the platform that it gives you a reminder of the different sandwiches that you will need, probably the most common ones. Now, of course, the directions, very explicit directions, are in the manual that I showed you earlier, so you have it multiple ways. One really cool thing that I was excited to look at and to notice was where these magnets were placed, because I've seen videos where Richard talks about how they're only magnets halfway in your platform, and he mentions that there's no need for there to be magnets all the way around, and not only that, but that there's 50% more magnets than your other die cutting machines have, which is pretty cool. I must say that we kind of have the market on that. But what I didn't expect, I guess I just didn't know what to expect, but I can actually see the magnets on this platform, and I don't know if you can, so I'll try to lift it up so you can see. But do you see those little circles? Oh, there's the glare. But these little circle dots are the magnets, and it's really kind of funny to me. I don't know why, but it's just really funny. So this side is the magnetized side, and this side is just a regular platform. So this comes with your machine. Obviously you need that. And then it comes with 2 cutting plates. These are the orange ones, and they're clear, as you can see. It comes with a tan embossing mat, very sturdy, and a green embossing plate. Okay, so these are all the different plates that it comes with, and you'll need these for different things. And we're going to go ahead and start with talking about how to cut our thin metal dies. Okay, so now I'll move this out of the way for a second so I can open up the machine. And it opens up really simply. You just take these and they pop out. And that noise right there is normal. You can expect that. It's not broken or whatever. That's the way it's supposed to be. Obviously it has a little handle for when you want to pick it up and move it. And it, you know, it is pretty... It's pretty weighty. I don't remember exactly how many pounds, but it is a sturdy thing, which is a good thing, I think. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut something. So we're going to start with, like I said, the thin metal dies, and I'm just going to go ahead and go with the instructions that are right here on the platform. So we have the magnetic platform, so I'm going to put my orange cutting plate first. So orange cutting plate. Then I can still see the directions, which is pretty cool. Then you're going to put your cardstock down. And again, I'm going to do it on the magnetic side. Then I'm going to put my cutting die cut side down. So you probably know there's a little ridge for cutting that down. Now here's my question, y'all. I really want to know, how strong are these magnets? You know, are they really that strong? Is it going to, you know, keep my paper and my die here? They're really strong. Like obviously I can pull it off, but I can feel the tension there, okay? And then I wanted to do it this way so you can kind of see that that die is not going anywhere. I can do it completely upside down, but you won't see, but you see what I'm saying? Those are pretty strong magnets. There we go. Take my hand off that paper and you can see they're very strong. Here, I'll just show you guys. I was like, well, let's see what it's like if I put the die directly. Very strong. Like it's pretty tough for me to get this off directly. You know, I wondered how tough would it be, or how strong would it be with this, you know, plate over it. But they really have engineered it just really great so that it works fantastically, which is awesome. I'm really excited about that. Okay, so back to it, cutting side down, okay. And then the last step is the other cutting plate over it. So the cutting plate is going to go over it, and I'm going to stick this whole thing through the machine. So here I go, and I'm going to get that far in there. Now I remember Richard saying in his video to go ahead and kind of get it in there, right? And you can see a little bit on the other side, and then start cranking it. So here I go, and of course I automatically go here because that's what I'm used to. Let's see what I need. Yeah, I want to hold it a little bit. Crank it through, and you know what, it does require a little bit of strength to get that rolling once you get to the cutting part. So now I'm ready to take it out, and ta-da, we have our beautiful heartfelt die cutout. So fantastic. Okay, so that was step 1. We just cut a thin die. Now the next step I want to do is I want to go ahead and emboss it, because with these dies, like it says in the manual, if it has a little ridge on the inside of the cut line, then you can emboss this. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to put this back over it, and I'm going to go ahead and follow the directions for embossing. So let's see here. It says, again, so magnetic platform, got it. With the die cut paper. So we've got the die with the die cut paper. then the tan embossing mat, and then the embossing plate. So here we go. And it does say for this one, cut side up. So there's the die. It's really wanting to stay, which is great. I'm gonna put that paper back on there, that die cut back on there. Now here's when it needs the tan embossing mat. So I'm gonna grab that and just lay it right over it. And then it said to get the green embossing plate. So green embossing plate, and now I'm going to send this through. And you'll have to forgive the shadows of my stand. So let's see. You know what? I try to push this one kind of through like I did with the others, and it's pretty well stuck there. So I'm going to go ahead and just, once it kind of hooks on, once it's under, then you can just start rolling. So here we go. We're going to roll this guy through and pull it out. I see my mat kind of moved a little bit. Lift it up and voila. Let's see if we can see this, get this on the camera. The embossed part of the heart is on the ridge there. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Forgive the shadow there. Very nice. Okay, so great. So we embossed with our heart shape, and now let's go ahead and emboss with a folder. Let's see how we do that. So we have our die cut, and I'm just going to go ahead and emboss this, put a pattern on it. I have one of our, I believe it's Daisy Wall embossing folder, and I'm just going to emboss my heart with it. Okay, so let's see. Back again to our magnetic cutting or our magnetic platform. So we have the platform, then it's the embossing folder with the paper inside. So here I go. Embossing folder. I'm gonna put my little heart right there in the center. Close it up. And let's see. Okay, tan embossing mat and the cutting plate. So tan embossing mat for this one. Again, that right over it. And something also that he mentioned, we don't always stick it right up to the edge. You can stick it kind of a little bit further in. That helps with it going through the machine easier. Put your mat over it, and then what did it say? Orange cutting plate. So orange cutting plate. Okay, and now we're gonna send this through. Okay, see now it's nice and caught there, so we're gonna churn it. I see my little orange mat kind of rolling again. I guess that's normal. Come on out. All right, and let's see how it turned out. Oh, that's darling. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I did not intend for the pattern to be perfectly centered, but it is. Ha! Okay, look at this, y'all. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So that is the embossed pattern, and I don't know how I got that to be centered. I did not even intend it. And of course, the other side could be a debossed side if you liked that pattern better. I kind of love this. Okay, so that is embossing with an embossing folder. All right, gorgeous. Okay, so then now, what I would call, maybe not bread and butter. This is probably the bread and butter is your smaller metal dies. But what's really fun and exciting are our new steel rule dies that go along with this machine, which is why I got the machine. Well, amongst other things. So now I'm looking at the platform, and you might notice that there are no directions for the steel rule dies on this platform because you do not use this platform for steel rule dies. Okay, so for that one, you definitely want to go and look into the manual and check out the directions for using your steel rule dies, which they have them on page 10. And it looks like it's really very simple. All you're going to do is put your die with your paper on top and then sandwiched between two of our cutting plates. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm super excited because the steel rule die I'm gonna use is our milk carton die. And it obviously, as it's named, is the die for a cute little milk carton that you can use for so many different things. I'm thrilled to have it. All right, so I'm using our oatmeal cookie cardstock, and you'll notice that this is a really big die. So you will notice that our 8.5 by 11 paper fit the die because it's an 8.5 by 11 die. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and follow the directions like I said, which were to put the paper on top of your die, of course, foam side up. And if you'll notice, if you press down in this foam where the cut is, that's where you will see the steel popping out. You might see it in there. Anyway, so we're gonna put this over and we're gonna sandwich it between our two orange plates. So there's orange plates, and see if I can grab the second one. It's underneath my platform, which is so heavy. And then we're gonna run this through the machine. And let's see how that feels. Okay, so it's nice and hooked there. And when I say hook, I just mean that I can feel the tension there. So I'm gonna start rolling. Send that through. All right, so here we go. Let's see how it turned out. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so you'll notice that with this die, you've got the cutout shape, and then it's got some different sections that are meant to be, it's kind of like score lines that you can fold in. And of course, I will show y'all the finished product of this milk carton once I'm done with the tutorial. Here's a little better shot of those lines that you might be able to see there. Okay, so fantastic. There it is. I'm super, super, super excited. I'll show you the end result of this. And of course, you saw our awesome embossed heart. I love it. All right, so there you have it. There's my review on our Fun Stampers Journey Platinum machine. I give it a 10 out of 10 for being an amazing die cutting machine that you can cut steel rule dies with, or just your regular thin metal dies. So if you have any questions about it, please don't hesitate to get back with me either through my the little questions, comments below, or through my email. I have that information down there as well. You may be wondering how much it costs and how to actually get it if you wanted to buy it right now. Well, the machine retails for $249.99. So yes, it is very pricey, but if you compare with other machines, similar machines, it's actually not that bad. It's very similar, and it's a really great machine, so it's worth every penny. Now, of course, if you host a party online or wherever with me, and you earn enough benefits, you may be able to get the machine for half off, which is quite awesome. Of course, if you become a coach yourself, you get an automatic 20% off the machine. So something to think about. And of course, if you're interested, you can just let me know. My website, if you want to go look at it, is www.funstampersjourney.com/Janice Whiting. And you're welcome to go there and check it out that way. Again, any questions, just ask me in the comments or shoot me an email, and I'll be happy to answer them for you. Have a good night.